I mean, I don't know who or what I want Matvei Michkov to be. I just want him to be interesting. And boy, did he deliver this weekend.
Let's begin with a big weekend for Matvei Michkov, who turns 20 years young today. Everything I saw over the weekend was somehow related to Matvei Michkov. He scored his 10th and 11th goals, making him, well, I guess continuing his lead for goals and points among all rookies. He's the first rookie to get to 10 goals this season. He leads all rookies with 25 points, 7 points ahead of second place Lane Hudson. So far, so good on Matvei Michkov. There was also an incident with Charlie McAvoy in Saturday's game in which McAvoy tripped him. He went down easy. I usually don't get mad when people go down easy. Whatever. McAvoy then went after him and said, "You want to go down easy with me?" And as soon as McAvoy touched him, he went down again. So I'm loving this from Matvei Michkov. He just does not want smoke. He wants to score goals, and that's what he does best. So that was amazing. And then the highlight of the weekend was he got a misconduct in the final minute of the Flyers' loss to Utah Hockey Club, Philadelphia's third straight loss. We would not be talking about them if it were not for Matvei Michkov and Torts. And on his way out, he stops to sign an autograph. Lot to do with Matvei Michkov. Here's the video right here. Takes the kid's bottle, takes the pen, signs it, and he is out of there. See you later.
I mean, there really is no other take than if you're signing autographs immediately after getting kicked out of a game, you fucking rock. What a rock star.
My only issue was I saw the tweet that was like, Matvei Michkov just got a misconduct and stopped to sign an autograph on the way out. And I thought, oh, I love that. I got to see the video. And then I saw the video and I was like, it's at the end of the game. If that would be so much cooler if that were like four minutes left in the second period.
Yeah, I agree with that. But it's still, he just got kicked out of the game, fresh off get the fuck out of here. Signs an autograph on his way to the locker room. I think it's great behavior. It's especially great behavior when you find out the follow-up. There was another tweet that was like, he promised this kid who asked him for an autograph after the game. After I'm done playing, I will sign your autograph. The fact that he got kicked out, still remembered and signed it, I think is awesome behavior. I'm a huge fan.
Why don't you tell him why he was kicked out of the game?
Oh, that's the great part. This is the underreported part of this whole thing. He got kicked out of the game because he tried to rip the referee's whistle.
Tried to gank the whistle. He tried to gank the whistle.
And it was not
I've never
just
seen that before.
It was not just a little like pull. It was like a swipe at the.
It was not a silly little give me your whistle.
It was
like a get that out of my face. Yeah.
No, that was like a Nakeeb Talib, Michael Crabtree. Like he tried to snatch the ref's chain, and the ref just didn't happen to have a chain. He did have a whistle.
Yeah.
And he, pow. I think it was just because he was blowing the whistle, and he was like, Are you done with that?
I think because the scrum was going on a little bit longer than the officials wanted it to, the official got a little saucy and was like blowing it in his ear. I don't think Michkov was happy about the whistle being blown in his ear, and then he said, "Give me that whistle."
Could we do Love Your Life says, man, he could have been doing this in Montreal, SMH. Love Your Life. It's he could have been doing this in Montreal. That's a very common malapropism. People say could have because this could have
you don't know. Love Your Life might be ESL.
I wasn't saying shame on him. I was helping the love of your life, because what are we if not all helping each other in this crazy little journey we call existence?
And what is the love of your life if not clearly needing some help?
Hey,
oh my God!
Excuse me.
I mean, I like Sean's got a little spice to him today. I kind of like it.
Rude.
Kevin Adams did that to me.
So good marks on having a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Love that for you, Matvei. We got the Fanatics premium jersey hanging in the back. Delicious. Good marks on leading all rookies in points and goals. Good marks on getting us to talk about this, 12-12-4 Flyers team that is still better than your Buffalo Sabres, Sean. We'll talk about them in just a few minutes. I think good marks on establishing in his rookie year, don't touch me, because I'm just going to go down. I like all that so far. And then, of course, the signing the autograph. Terrific. Man of the people.
I mean, I don't know who or what I want Matvei Michkov to be. I just want him to be interesting. And boy, did he deliver this weekend.
Yeah, so far, so very good. There was also, I don't know if it's just because I was consuming a lot of Matvei Michkov content this weekend. There were old podcast clips that were circulating. So I ended up kind of doing a deep dive, and I found from 2 years ago. Do you want to hear what Capitals scout Andrei Nikolishin had to say? Apologies if I mispronounced your name, sir. Respect.
Boy, do I.
And the job you do. Talking about him on a podcast. I believe this was Andrei's podcast. This is about 2 years ago. Talking about the, of course, enigmatic Matvei Michkov. Wasn't scouted heavily. People weren't able to scout him. People weren't able to really talk to him. There was question as to which teams he was communicating with, if any at all. People think maybe it was just the Flyers. This was this clip that I saw because I also saw the clip of Matvei responding to it. Again, this is 2 years old, so we're not breaking any news here. It was just a fun little tidbit. Well, look, there's a lot of information being collected on a player. This is being translated from Russian to English, of course. How he talks to teammates, how he communicates with coaches, how he behaves off the ice. And here, of course, Matvei is very, let's say, I can reveal a lot of nuances. I can show you the messages when I wanted to meet with him and, as a scout, ask him some questions, do an interview with him. The way he answered, I have never seen such disrespect for other people in my entire life. Sheesh.
Seriously. I don't want to like read too much into it, but that's wild.
I also think that's an exaggeration.
I think that guy is how do you say maybe has a hair across his ass.
Oh yeah. I mean that is a dramatic recollection of, because when you find out Matvei's story of how that went down, when you say I've never seen such disrespect for other people in my entire life, typically it's just someone being lightly rude to a service person, and you're like, fuck that.
Also, like, he knows people kill people.
That's my whole, like, when people complain about TV show characters and they're like, hey, you like that person? Well, they're bad, and here's why. Tony Soprano kills people.
Yes.
You love him.
Yeah.
Every Wire character that you love, at the very least, is like deeply sick and fucked up.
Well, yeah.
And at the worst, is a mass murderer.
Right, yes.
Okay? So let's just relax on the I've never seen such disrespect in my entire life. Michkov on a podcast that seemed like it was from anywhere. I was trying to dig up when it was from. Anywhere from, let's say, 6 months to maybe a year ago or something. Sitting around.
Still on SKA.
Bunch
right?
of folks speaking Russian. Awesome clip. It was translated. The caption said, because they played that clip and they were like, what's your reaction? And it was a bunch of older gentlemen who were like, hey, that's in the past, forget it. And Michkov said, in fact, I'd probably do things differently now. I would have replied and explained the situation because I didn't mean any disrespect in any way. I just wrote, hello, and then, didn't reply to the message. But now I would call, talk to you, explain the situation, and really tell it like it is. I mean, if I were to text you, Sean, like, hey, you got that thing for tomorrow, or the camera's all ready to go, blah, and like asked you a question, and you responded hello, and then I never heard from you again.
I was going to say, I thought I misunderstood the way you explained it.
I would say that's very disrespectful.
It's more than just disrespectful. It's like inexplicable.
Yes.
It's just like, sup.
I don't know though, because it's so wild that I might be like, damn, cool move. I don't think that I guess like maybe from the scout feels like he's owed something. Whereas, like, I would be like, damn, what a move to just be like, hello, and then never get another text back.
Yeah.
I think I'd kind of respect it.
It reminds me, for some reason, of when someone tried blackmailing Jaromir Jagr.
Yes.
And he responded, I believe, my brain said that he replied, don't care, but I might be conflating it with some other weird thing. But I believe someone was like, hey, I've got these pictures of you in bed with this supermodel. And if you don't, and he was like, I don't care.
He said, do not care at all.
Do not care at all. Go for it. Blast him out there, buddy. I've got the money and I'm not going to give it to you.
Yeah. It was not a lot of money either. It was like $2,000. Give me $2,000. He's like, no.
That at least was a response to that. Just saying hello back. That earns him the enigmatic tag that I believe was on him.
Definitely. And so I don't have any problem with that. I'm not the one being wronged by it. He wasn't an asshole. He just said hello and then never responded.
So it's all good returns on Michkov. New news and old news. We should play the clip of Torts after the Bruins come from behind win against the Flyers. I did not watch this game because I checked in, saw the score, saw that the Flyers were winning, and said, if you're watching, I've learned from my mistakes. If you're watching a Bruins-Flyers game, that's your problem.
No, buddy, you missed out.
Yeah,
that was an awesome game.
Real comeback and another Pavel Zacha overtime winner. That guy just really coming through in OT. Here was Torts after the game.
Yeah, let me start. Okay. One thing I teach my team to do is not dive. Maybe I should start teaching them that. The way this has gone here, the way it goes on, maybe I should start teaching them how to dive.
Obviously, penalties a factor today, but 5-on-5, were you happy with the body of work, especially in the first period?
We played our ass off. Yes, I thought we played really well.
When you feel like that, like you just said, those comments you made, what does it mean to you, especially defending your guys like that you feel like maybe something was stolen from you guys tonight?
Yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into it. It's one of the things we talk about most as a team. We're going to play an honest game. There's no cheating. There's no embarrassing referees. You don't embarrass the referees. And the that went on here tonight is just ridiculous. So I'm proud of the way our team played. Did we piss another one away? Yeah. But other people had a little bit to do with that also.
Was TK pulled by the spotter there?
He was pulled by the spotter and I stopped playing. He's undisciplined.
Best part, I'm glad you played the whole clip. Best part was at the end. Like, anyway, to Travis Konechny, I can't stand that fucking guy.
That was an absolutely fat-free Torts performance.
So that was not the entire press conference. I understand your confusion because that is the average length of a Torts press conference. I love that he comes out, grabs the mic off the stand, and is like,
fat-free.
I'll be doing this.
Yes.
Let me start.
Don't you ask me a question because I have the answer.
I'm the opener and I'm the headliner.
The best part to me was the let me start, and then someone just be like, okay.
I wish that he looked like, I wish he was like, let me start. And as the guy said, okay, he was.
That's a perfect Torts clip because he's actually answering the questions. He's not really being a dick about it. He's just being Harry Torts.
He rocks. And the Konechny thing, he went on after and I would say he elaborated on the Konechny thing, but he's undisciplined. This fucking guy. He didn't say this fucking guy, but he seemed a little exasperated with Travis Konechny.
I also just really loved I thought we played great. Did we piss it away?
Another one away?
Yes, but I thought we played great.
That's fantastic. We played great. Did we chunk it 200%? Oh, buddy, yeah. But it was good.
That's what we do.
But it was good. I love that. So as I was a conscientious objector to that game, not watching a Flyers-Bruins game, did you feel the Bruins dove? I think you'll be kind of honest here.
Yeah, I mean,
good. I'm pro dive.
I know you are. We all know you are. I think that I get where that would rub you the wrong way, that result, if you were on the losing side, the way that the officials kind of inserted themselves into that game. But shut up.
We all silly like the mayor.